Well, Frank, we have from Quincy, Lee Bergeron. Lee averaging 130, a 201 for single string, 474 for three, and 1306 to qualify for the show.
Tom Olszta, Lee Bergeron in the finals of the men's division of our Pro Bowlers Classic. The first of three strings comes your way right now. Olszta will lead us off today. Pro Bowlers Classic, men's division final. Tom Olszta versus Lee Bergeron.
Nice break for Tommy there.
$2,000 to the winner of this match today, $1,000 to the runner-up.
Well, the fact that he had the 4-pin missing there cost him that shot. Hit that pretty well.
So a 10 box for Tom Olszta to lead off this match.
Well, twice in a row, Tommy just a little bit to the right of number one.
Nice comeback there. Comes up one short of the spare. As you see, and Dave mentioned a little bit earlier, Tom Olszta's average, 128. Pair of 10 boxes, 20 for Tom Olszta. And there you see the cars, the 1982 Ford LTD Crown Victoria on your right, and the 1982 Corvette. What a significance of those cars. Well, after we take a look here at Lee Bergeron, tell you that anyone who rolls a triple strike in one string will win free use of the 1982 Ford LTD Crown Victoria for 1 year. And 4 strikes in a row, the 1982 Corvette. Now, these cars are worth a little bit of money. We're talking 15 grand for the LTD, 22 grand for the Corvette. And when we talk about full use for 1 year, we're talking plates, insurance, taxes, maintenance. All you need to do is put in the gas. Comes to us courtesy of Duddy Ford, Route 9 in Westboro, and Diamond Chevrolet, 520 Park Avenue in Worcester. So we'll be keeping an eye on those cars, as will the bowlers. 3 strikes, Ford LTD, 4 strikes, the 1982 Corvette.
Well, Lee had a tough shot the first one. Hit that a little bit too low. This one here could go. Gets in there. Yep.
Very nice. So the first mark of the match turned in by Lee Bergeron.
Set up pretty nice for him. Ball took out the pin. The wood swept to the right. That's very similar to the Lee that Lee Bergeron missed. A little bit different. He's got a little more wood locked on the 7th.
Tom Olszta with his first mark of the match, a spare in number 3.
There you go. The ball and the wood both help take that out there. Oh, big break for Tommy.
Oh, yeah, bonus ball will fill his spare with a 9 in number 3 to give Tom Olszta a 39 total. And an excellent opportunity for another mark here.
I don't know. Didn't get it the first time around. Got it off the sideboard.
Lee Bergeron working on a spare of his own now in number 2. See what kind of a fill he gets here with this bonus ball. Well, he fills his spare with a 6 and has the 4 horsemen. Piece of wood there that will do him more harm than good. Let's see.
That wasn't too bad, because he had to either hit it outside or split it. Caught her on the nose. That'll put him down 3 if he can gather in a 10 box.
$10 box brings Lee's total to 36. Tom Olszta with the early lead of 3 pins. We've got a lot of can open action to go. We have 3 strings of action today. The winner at the end of that 3 strings will take home $2,000. $1,000 to the runner-up.
he knew he got back by that one a little bit too much.
Mr. Olszta working on another spare.
All right, 3 out of 4 Tom's been on that right side.
56 through 4 for Tom. Bolsters his lead up to 11 pins now. Very early in this match. As our bowlers get off to a pretty good start here, it might be a good time to mention that the first bowler hitting 425 or better for our 3 strings here during the Pro Bowlers Classic will win the Lincoln Greyhound jackpots. And this week, the jackpot is worth $500. We got a lot of money riding on this match here.
Keep coming, huh?
Whew. That, of course, courtesy of Lincoln Greyhound. It also includes a night at the races at the beautiful Lincoln Greyhound Park in Rhode Island.
Consider a bowler having a decent string. Could come out of here with the $500, a win in the Classic, a new car. Well, a chance for Lee to catch up now. 2 open boxes here.
And the fun continues next week, I might add. We have the men's final this week. Next week, the ladies come in to play the final in their half of the Pro Bowlers Classic. Stacia Zernicke and Tony Marie Broussard in that one.
Oh,
nice shot.
Very pretty.
Check that one out again.
Used the wood beautifully that time.
So, Mr. Bergeron has a pair of spares now. Here's his bonus ball. Good-looking fill.
Cuts the lead to 2. And he has an 8-box to beat.
There you see his high triple of 474. Mr. Bergeron also turned in a roll-off score of 1306.
Well, the WCBC, which is the Pro Bowlers organization, Frank, has completed their tour this year of 6 different locations. And the bowlers of the year have been accounted for. Total pinfall over 6 tournaments. They take the best 5 out of 6. For the gentlemen, Tommy Olszta finished 6th. The winner, bowler of the year, was Dave Romani, who Tommy has beaten in the semifinals. Dave had a total of 6,546 pins over a 5 tournament tour. Nice mark there by Tommy. So congratulations to Dave Romani.
As you mentioned, Tom in the top 10, rated number 6, and Mr. Bergeron also in the top 25, ranked number 22.
So all bowlers here at the finals did very well.
10 box for Tommy, and number 8, 101 total now as Lee Bergeron steps up.
Might mention also that you mentioned that Stacia Zernicke and Tony Marie Broussard would be our bowlers in the next match. Tony Marie knocked down 6,070 pins to easily pull ahead and win the Women's Bowler of the Year on the Pro Tour this year. So she had a great year. And it isn't over.
We'll see Tony Marie, as Dave mentioned, along with Stacia Zernicke in next week's Ladies Final, Pro Bowlers Classic. Well, Mr. Bergeron drops a few pins there. He now trails Tom Olszta by 9.
Lee, nice, easy ball. Different style than Tommy. Tommy really fires it out there. Lee just go a little bit cross alley, basically down the middle.
Now the 9 box for Lee, 91 through 8. Trails by 10 pins. Tom Olszta steps up to finish out first string.
Tommy's ball is working, and he hasn't been on the hit pin that much, Frank. He's getting good action.
Tom Olszta, one of our finalists. In the quarterfinals, Tom beat Russ Neely. In the semifinals, he defeated Dave Romani, and here in the finals, he leads Lee Bergeron in the first of 3 strings.
It seems that if he gets 5, he'll get 6 here. I missed the object. Had to hit the 2 pin.
Tom Olszta finishes his first string with 121.
Now that would have brought in the spare for him if he hit it there.
Oh yeah, first strike of the match turned in by Lee Bergeron. Let's check that one out again.
He got in the way a little bit there. I don't know whether he hit right or left, but in any case, it's down. Oh, I thought we had 2. However, that wood is frozen on the 5 pin. It should be a routine mark for him.
So a spare on strike for Lee Bergeron. Brings him right back in this match, even through 9 at 111.
Well, whatever he throws here will be the difference in the match. Didn't like it. However, he got 5.
126 to 121, the totals in our first of 3 strings of Candlepin action today in the finals of the Pro Bowlers Classic. We're back with a second string right after this. Lee Bergeron with a 5-pin lead in this match as we head into string number 2 of 3, men's final of the Pro Bowlers Classic.
I'd like to mention, Frank, while we have a chance, still time to get on that bus to Atlantic City. Thunderbird Bowl, in conjunction with Fresh Pond Travel, sponsoring a trip to Atlantic City for a weekend. May 14th, bus leaving here from Thunderbird, so if you're interested in going down to Boardwalk and have a little fun, check in with Thunderbird and we'll be glad to help you out.
So a 9 for Lee Bergeron to start off the second string. Lee's road to the finals went this way. Defeated Ronnie McPhail in the quarterfinals and defeated Fran Honorato in the semifinals. And here in the finals against Tom Olszta.
I think the toughest job, Frank, was to beat the other 100-odd bowlers that were in the original roll-off. That's the hard part. These guys are all good. We're only seeing the top 8, but these fellas that are on the Pro Tour, any one of those fellas could have made it. This was Lee's day. While I'm on the subject of tournaments and tours, I'd like to mention that the Mass Bowling Association State Championships are being held from April, now starting around the 15th, 18th, all the way through the middle of May at Fairway Sports World in Natick, at Woburn Bowlerdrome, and at Kroll Bowl in Stowe. The men's Class A doubles and teams being held at Woburn, the junior and senior events being held at Kroll Bowl in Stowe, and all other events at Fairway Sports World in Natick.
Spare for Tom Olszta.
He had a little light there and got some sideboard action.
fill his spare with an 8. Oh, the wood worked against him on that one, so Tom Olszta turns in a 9 and number 2 for a 27 total now. And Tom goes up by 5 in this match. Unbelievable.
He got that, watch this one, he got that ball to bounce left off the high end of the wood, one pin into the other. Unbelievable shot.
A nice looking spare for Lee Bergeron. That's the second time today that that single pin has been left.
Difficult shot and a difficult call for Tony Zernike. He's on the line watching this one. Has to hit the fair part of the wood. Oof, close. No good. Just caught something on the way in there.
Tom Olszta comes up one pin short of the strike.
Well, the bowlers are going back and forth here.
Tom Olszta has had 5 marks in this match. All of them have been spares.
Just a whisker away from a strike on that one. Get one of those unusual leaves.
Oh, these bowlers really got the crowd buzzing now. Tom Olszta and Lee Bergeron in the finals of our Pro Bowlers Classic. Tom with a 10 box at number 4, 51 through 4.
Well, one pin difference. All he's looking for here is 3 on the right, 3 on the left. If he gets the spare, he'll take it. I also want to mention to everyone out there to be looking ahead to the fall season. Thunderbird Bowl has available lanes for leagues that are looking for a home, or if you'd like to form a league, we have a few openings left for next fall, so give us a call here at Thunderbird. We'll be glad to see if we can get some room for you down here.
What are the requirements for?
Well, for a league, basically 4 lanes or more, and 4 people or more on a team. And that really forms a pretty decent league. And they usually bowl 30 weeks during the fall to spring season.
You have to be sponsored at all?
No. It's a lot of them come together just as a social group. Some leagues form from factories, shops, companies. But a lot of leagues just get together as a social night out, and it's a lot of fun.
There you see our score through 6 for Lee Bergeron, 62 Tom Olszta. Good pair of boxes in hand here. Well, he's got a lot of zip on that ball now. Tom with a spare opportunity.
He's done that again. He hit that a little bit too much in the middle. And you got to hit those angle wood shots on the high side. That time it should have been a little on the left.
And just off to the right, so Tom ends up with a 9 and picks up a pin. His lead is now 2 pins. Strike for Tom Olszta. We are through 6 in this match. About halfway through. We've got string and a half of candlepin action to go. We're back with that for you right after this. All right, we are back. We are through a string and a half of this match between Tom Olszta and Lee Bergeron. Super strike that we saw just before the break. Tom Olszta, his first strike of the match. Let's check that one out again.
And they went out of there very quickly, too. This didn't take too long.
All right, back now live with Lee. Those of you that would like to attend our Bay State Bowling taping sessions, our next taping session will be here at the Thunderbird Bowl on May 9th, a Sunday. Sunday, May 9th. Love to see you here. We start anywhere between 9:30 and 10 a.m. And we tape 4 shows, so we're here till usually 5 o'clock. So that'll be Sunday, May 9th, right here at the Thunderbird Bowl in Auburn, Massachusetts.
Well, Lee has been a little bit of a rut here. He's got a couple 9s and 8s. Last 4 blocks. Aha! There we go.
So much for the rut. Well, he has had a problem with coming up 1 pin short of a strike, but no doubt about it that time. Also working on a strike, this fella, Tom Olszta. And the pair. Woo! Pair of strikes for Tom Olszta. We start thinking about that car. Triple strike. Tom will have full use of the 1982 Ford LTD Crown Victoria.
That went out even quicker than the other one, Frank. Oh, boy. Now we just got to cool down and wait for the machine to reset because he's knocked so many pins out of the way.
All right. This is about as close as we have come to giving away this car for 1 year. Here we go. Come on! Mr. Duddy, your car is safe.
Mercy. Well, let's see. He's concentrating on spare. Now he's got to get his mind off the double. Play this wood right. If you can see the pin, I can't tell from here. Oh, everything but.
Ooh, boy. So, Tom Olszta pushes the score up now to 108 through 7. 10 box to number 8, 118. Well, working on a strike of his own is Lee Bergeron. Let's see what happens here. See if he can turn the double. Well, could be sat down, lost a little bit of that momentum.
A little bit, but Lee's ball hasn't been ripping them out as well as it has in the past. He's getting it was 3 and 1, 2 and 1, 3 and 2, and you're working hard when you get those.
Well, the 2 bonus balls fills Lee's strike with a 990 now through 8. We should make mention of one of the fine sponsors of our Pro Bowlers Classic. We speak, of course, of the Carrick Insurance Agency. They're located on Church Street in Whitensville, and the Ammon Insurance Agency, Town Hall in Hopedale. These folks have been in business for over 50 years, and they can help you with all your insurance needs. And that, of course, for business, including fire, liability, motor vehicle, and employee benefit programs. So why don't you see the folks at the Carrick Agency, Whitensville, and Ammon Insurance Agency, Hopedale, for all your life insurance needs, for home or business. Tell them that you heard about them on the Pro Bowlers Classic.
Well, decent finish for Lee.
117 coupled with Lee's 126 in the first string brings his total to 243 for 2 strings. Got a string to go here. $2,000 to today's winner, $1,000 to the runner-up. Finals of our Pro Bowlers Classic. Third strike of this string for Tom Olszta.
1 box too late. And they're not hanging around too long down there, those pins. He's knocking them right out. Tommy with 23 pins, the strike working, and he has a Mark 7 against him.
Just a reminder that if our bowlers are to roll 3 consecutive strikes, they have to be in the same string in order to qualify for the car.
All right, give it a try. Give it a try, Tommy. 3 of 5.
Back door to get the final pin there, so we got spare on strike.
That was a beautiful shot. And threw that 3-pin right over. On the sideboard action, took it out.
Seven on spare in number 10. Look at that. 155 for Tom Olszta in the second string. Couple that with his 121. Got a 276 total with a string to go. Tom Olszta with a lead in this match between Tom Olszta, Lee Bergeron. Finals, the Pro Bowlers Classic. Back with the final string right after this. Final string of Candlepin action today on TV 27's Bay State Bowling Pro Bowlers Classic. Tom Olszta with a 33-pin lead coming into this final string. 276, 243, 2-string totals. And Tommy picking up right where he left off. And last string he had 3 strikes. There's the first of this string.
Well, he wants to make sure he gets 3 here.
Spare on strike for Tom Olszta. Check that one out again.
Beautiful shot. Pin went right in there.
Boy.
Lee Bergeron's got to dig his strike ball out now and catch up.
$2,000 to today's winner, in addition to a very fine-looking trophy courtesy of Marlboro Sporting Goods. You see them there. Of course, Marlboro Sporting Goods in Marlboro.
Right, downtown Main Street.
That's right.
Dennis Travis is the proprietor, manager, and the fellow who put those beautiful trophies together for us.
Oh, yeah.
I don't believe that one. These guys are making some great shots today.
Unbelievable. So it's the end of the show. We'll, of course, show you the trophies again as we make our presentation. Don Riley, president of the WCBC, will be presenting the checks. Don rode in a Brinks truck today with checks. 2,000 to today's winner, 1,000 to the runner-up. Lee Bergeron, pair of spares to lead off third string, final string.
Well, Lee continues to show his authority with the spares. He's done that consistently throughout the class. And even though he's, at this point, 38 down, still very much in the match. These fellows are quite explosive.
$10 for Tom. Check that one out again.
That was a great 10 bucks considering what he did with his first ball. 4 on the right and 3 on the left.
42 through 3 for Tom. Oh, he's spreading his strikes out now.
Yeah.
Lorraine is getting writer's cramp writing all those strikes in.
That's why we give her a lot of pencils over there, so we in case the lid runs out.
You'll have to resharpen all of those between matches now, Lorraine.
Well, Lee needs that big when he gets a tough split. Although he's come back and made these.
$10 for each of our bowlers. Number 3, Lee Bergeron, trailing by 30 pins in this match, but staring at Tom Olszta strike in number 4.
Well, Tom in pretty good shape, controlling the match at this point.
Not even a little body English could help that one.
Well, he hit it pretty well. He had to get that pin to go into the corner, and it went up, around, and over the top. Nice pin.
Tom Olszta, 5, count 'em, 5 strikes in this match. Working on one right now. Woo! 1 pin short. Pair of strikes. But can double up his marks here, and he does. Another spare on strike for Tom Olszta. He begins to pull away in this match. 8 spares for Tom, 5 strikes.
He's just been twice now, 1 pin away from that car.
Unbelievable. 6th strike of the match for Tom. The 3rd in this string alone. Hey, we might mention that Tom, with his 2-string total of 276, is only 149 pins short of winning the Lincoln Greyhound jackpot. Right now stands at $500 as we see Lee Bergeron come up with a mark. Spare here as we check it out again.
Made that on the outside, all the way in the corner. Well, he's got 92 for 6. That's 32 over. He needs another 17 pins, and he's on a mark. So, realistically speaking, 1 more mark would put him very close, and 2 more marks by Tom would probably do it for him. Meanwhile, Lee hasn't given up.
Yeah! All right. There's Lee Bergeron with a strike of his own in number 6. All right, we are through 6. We've got a few boxes to go in this string. And we finish it all up. We'll have a winner taking home $2,000, a runner-up with $1,000. We'll be back with the conclusion of the match right after this. Tom Olszta, opportunity to win $2,000 for the title, another $500 in our Lincoln Greyhound jackpot. Working on a strike.
He's either 9 or strike, and that's all he can do.
That's all he can do?
Well, that's not too bad, I guess.
All right. Look at this. Spare on strike. The way this string has gone for Tom Olszta, let off with a strike, then a spare. 10 box. Strike, spare, strike, spare.
His only mistake has been that 2 in the second box, 2 on the spare. Everything else has been perfect. Well, not a bad lead, because he can make this inside or out.
Fills the spare, number 7, with a 6 to bring his total to 118.
Oh, no!
Dip down.
Well, it's going to keep the suspense a little bit longer.
The number we're looking for from Tom is 149. With a 149 or better, Tom will win the Lincoln Greyhound jackpot worth $500.
Well, that spare would have done it for him. He needs 1 mark. Meanwhile, back to the classic here. Lee, even though it looks like he may be way out of this, he's on a strike, and of course, with a double or a triple, he's right back in it again. Oh, doesn't need that. All right. Looked like a tough hit, but it was only a fraction of an inch away from a big strike. Beautiful shot.
Might also mention, in addition to the prizes that we've talked about today, we also had Day State Bowling jackets, courtesy of Wilson Bowling Supply, Shrewsbury Street in Worcester. And, of course, gift certificates to Arby's. Arby's roast beef sandwich. You've heard about them. Our bowlers receive gift certificates, courtesy of Arby's, jackets, trophies, money, everything.
And all we can do is sit here and watch.
And in return, they provide us with some pretty exciting candlepin action.
They have put on a great show for us today. Lee is going to have one nice triple, and really, he's out of the match. No fault of his own.
And the action continues next week with the ladies' final. Stacia Zernicke, Tony Marie Broussard in that one.
Oh, Tommy's going to take us down to the last box, I guess. Well, we need a mark of the 10th. We don't know how big a mark yet. He'll need a spare 3 or a strike 3.
See if he's got one more mark left.
Well, I'm sure he's going to go for the whole thing right here. Not a chance. Not a... The wood possibly could give him a problem here. He's got to hit the 3-pin first.
Oh! Man! We're going to come up a little bit short of giving away that $500. It will become $600.
However, a 4-22. Big night.
Tom Olszta 3-pin short of the extra 500 smackers in our Lincoln Greyhound jackpot. A 7 for Lee, 120 through 9. Ordinarily, a good score.
Well, he's already got 363 in a box remaining. He's going to hit 370 plus. His mark, he's 380, which is, what he's been doing in the tournament. He has been the actual high scorer up till now. Nothing to deny Tommy today. Big strike. Last chance to maybe get himself a car here. Sure, I'd love to see that double.
Boy, looking over the statistics on this match, 10 strikes in this match. And a lot of excitement with each of those strikes.
382.
Got our money's worth today. Tom Olszta, the men's champion. A Pro Bowlers Classic here on TV 27, defeating Lee Bergeron 422 to 382. We're back to talk with our bowlers and award the prize money right after you look at this. Pro Bowlers Classic men's division just wrapped up. We had quite a match as Tom Olszta is now our champion, defeating Lee Bergeron today by a score of 422 to 382. Some great candlepin action in the past hour. I'm going to take a couple of minutes here to introduce you to our bowlers and present them with our prizes. First, I'd like to introduce you to the people who will have the prizes. And that we start with Dave Adams, who will be presenting our trophies to today's winner and runner-up. David, we had quite a match today.
Right, beautiful match, beautiful match.
Super. And presenting the checks, the very important checks, the president of the WCBC, Don Riley. Hey, Don.
Hi.
Big smile on your face today. I think you enjoyed the match, didn't you?
I enjoyed it. It really was a thrill. It's an awful thing to bowl 382 and come up a loser, but I guess none of these guys are losers. They're all pretty good. To get here and bowl like that, you have to be good.
That's right, and anybody who takes home $1,000 can't be considered a loser. So let's bring up our bowlers now. We'll start with our runner-up, Lee Bergeron. Lee, congratulations on a super match. And if we could just turn you around, why don't you step over on this side of me here and ask you the last time you lost with a 3-string total of 382.
Too much to remember, I'll tell you. You learn to accept those things. There's no defense in this game. Tommy bowled fantastic. He really did. He had the crush of the first ball. I was leaving a lot of 1-and-1s, 2-and-1s. Who knows? At the beginning of the match, a break one way or the other may have turned things around, but he bowled fabulous.
Super score and some great entertainment in the past hour. Dave?
Thanks. Very good going, Lee. Beautiful trophy from Marlboro Sporting Goods for you. Put it on the mantle and enjoy it.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you.
And Don?
Congratulations, Lee. You're a credit to our organization and to the sport of candlepin bowling.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Nice going.
Thanks.
Trophy and a check for $1,000. Very good. Why don't you just step over there and let's bring out our champ, ladies and gentlemen, our Pro Bowlers Classic Men's Division champ, Tom Olszta. Congratulations, champ. Why don't you come right over on this side of me here? Not only do you win the championship, the trophy, $2,000, you came up 3 pins short of winning our jackpot and strikes short of winning a car. A lot of exciting bowling out there. You were full of strikes.
I was having fun today. My ball was working. It was nice. Had a good time.
Super score. Dave?
Here you go, Tom. Pleasure to watch you bowl.
Thank you. Super trophy and, of course, the man with a check. Don?
Here's the big one, Tom. Awful good bowl, and I can't put it any other way. Just terrific.
Thank you.
Really.
Great. The check for $2,000. Of course, the trophy. And both of our bowlers, I think, ladies and gentlemen, you'll agree, did a super job today in the finals. Came a long way to get to this point, and they didn't disappoint us in today's final. Tom Olszta, our champ, Lee Bergeron, thank you very much for some very exciting candlepin action. Next week, the excitement continues with the ladies.
That's right. Stacia and Tony will be in, and we hope for another great show.
We hope you'll join us next week for the ladies' finals of the Pro Bowlers Classic. So for Dave Adams, I'm Frank Carpano. Of course, all the folks up here are winners, runners-up. Of course, Don Riley. Thank you for joining us. Look for you next week.
You've been watching.